Let's cut the bullshit and let's set the record straight. Let me show them how it should be done. Let me do things my way. Fuck AFTVFC. You have no idea what you have started.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to my player ratings for yesterday's bullshit performance away to Everton. What a weak, spineless, gutless, pathetic performance that was. I don't mind losing games when you put 110% in, but when you turn up and put that kind of shit in, sorry, not acceptable. What on earth happened yesterday? Why on earth were we playing so poorly? Why did we look like the team that had nothing to play for, and Everton looked like the side that were chasing the Champions League places? Honestly, away from home, we are absolutely pathetic. It's a joke. This has been carrying on since Arsene Wenger was manager. There's too many weak, spineless individuals in this side. There's no leaders. The comparison between our home performances to our away performances is absolutely disgraceful. At home, only Manchester City have a better record than us. It's when people put their memes up of Arsenal's home form and show pictures of Rolls Royces. Then they show the away form and we're a battered, tired, old piece of shit that's in a scrapyard. That is us to a T. An interesting stat away from home. We are the only team in the whole of the Premier League that has not kept a clean sheet away from home. Even Fulham and Huddersfield, who are already relegated, have kept a clean sheet. Honestly, what goes on? What happens? Where do these players go? The ones that we see at the Emirates that look like lions, that play with heart, with passion, with desire, with fight, with energy. Where are those players gone? When we turn up away from home, we turn into a bunch of pussies. It's an absolute joke. I'm sick to death of it because it's not just in the Premier League. We've been away to Bate Borisov, Rennes, teams that we should be dispatching in the Europa League easily, and we're getting beat there as well. The only difference with the Europa in comparison to the Premier League is that it's over 2 legs, so we can rectify the mistakes. But how long can we keep doing this for? Unai Emery's been here the year now, and he's getting a lot of the things right. He's doing such a fantastic job. But yesterday, he got it wrong. The team selection was wrong. El Nene and Guendouzi in centre midfield. Really? That is not going to work. It didn't work. Sideways, backwards, rubbish. They literally lost every battle. It was pathetic. Why he didn't start with a strong side, I will never know. Maybe he's prioritising the Europa League. Maybe he wanted to rest players. Joke. Yesterday you saw just how important Granit Xhaka is to the side, because that wouldn't have happened to that extent if he was in there. Lucas Torreira, massive miss. Thank God that's the last game of his suspension, because against Watford in the Premier League next week, he will be back and he will be needed big time. Just a joke. Absolute joke, and I've said it and I can't say it any more than I already have because I'm sick to the back teeth of doing it. You go to videos from last season, the season before and the season before, and I'm saying the same fucking thing every single time. So until Unai Emery can get his own players in, get rid of the weak ones, the feeble ones, and then mould a squad that can go away from home and actually do something, then we might be able to challenge and we might be able to not have to put up with this all the time. Like I said, if we can put performances and give 110% but lose the game, you hold your hands up and say fair play. But when you do that, that's not acceptable in my book. Totally and utterly not acceptable. So the players need to take a long, hard fucking look at themselves and go and rectify things next week. We got a massive game on Thursday, then we got Watford next week. No more slip-ups. End of story. It's still in our hands for the top 4. But any more performances like that away from home, especially when we've got to go to Burnley, Leicester, Watford, Wolves, yeah, great crack. What a fucking piss take. Anyway, I'm going to go and get into the player ratings. Starting off in goal, Goulburn Leno. The only player on the pitch that can hold his head high. Just as he has done for quite a considerable time now. If it wasn't for Goulburn Leno, we'd have lost that game 4-5, 6-0. Simple as that. Goulburn Leno, he gets an 8 from me for his performance yesterday. Going to move into the back line, and it was a 3 at the back. What an absolute shambles. Serious to God, shambles. Going to start off with Mustafi. Not a great performance. The guy's always moaning, gets tackled. Instead of carrying on with the game and dealing with things, he just moans. Moan, 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 fucking moan. Jesus Christ, I won't be moaning when you leave. Honestly, I've had enough of it, man. It's not good enough. Pay nearly £40 million for this guy. In the bin. Seriously, you get a 1. Going to move to the next player. That was Socrates. Not a great performance from him either. I don't know what happens to the guy when he's got Mustafi next to him in comparison to when he's got Koscielny. It's like he turns into a nervous wreck. He also got a booking, which means he's now suspended for the next 2 games. Great crack. So that means if Koscielny does come back, we've still got Mustafi. Not a good performance. He gets a 1. Nacho Monreal. Awful performance. They targeted him down that left-hand side with Charlison, then Theo Walcott. It was an absolute shambles. This is an experienced guy. When are you going to sit there and talk to the players that are around you? Why are we getting caught like this? Honest to God, man. You get a 1 as well, Nacho Monreal. Going to move to the wing-backs, right-hand side. Ainsley Maitland Niles. This was a dreadful performance. This was the performances he was putting in before that great performance against Manchester United. What a load of shit. To sum up his day, he was taking a throw-in and he threw it out for a goal kick. Honestly, not a great day at the office. Ainsley Maitland Niles, you get a 1 as well. Going to move to the left wing back position. That was Kolasinac. And again, what a shit performance this was. There's a reason why he was taken off at half-time, because he was just so ineffective. Not doing anything. There was one point where he went to take a cross and it was like Mustafi's one against Newcastle. It went out the stadium. I think it actually ended up in Anfield. Honestly, shit. 1. Going to move into the central midfield area. First of all, Mohamed El Nene. Not a great performance. It's not his fault in many respects because he doesn't ever play. So why he was playing in the first place, I will never know. This guy's wearing number 4 for Arsenal Football Club. Are you serious? Cesc Fabregas, Patrick Vieira. You think of those names? This guy's got number 4. Honestly, what is going on? 0. Next player alongside him was Guendouzi. And I know he's a young lad and I know he's learning and you've got to be fair and respectful in that respect. But no. The performance was shit. It was sideways. It was back. It was just reckless. It was getting caught on the ball. There was no product. There was no creativity. There was nothing. It was a dog shit performance. So he gets a 1 as well. Going to move into the attacking areas. And first of all, Emerick Mkhitaryan. In the first half, he looked like he was trying to create things. Looked like he was trying to do some stuff. But it wasn't a great performance overall. He was the only person that actually had a shot on goal. And we never actually had a shot on target. It was just wide. But not a great day, to be quite honest with you. So Emerick Mkhitaryan gets a 2. Going to move to the next player. That was Mesut Ozil. And I've noticed since yesterday that Mesut Ozil is the scapegoat again, as usual. It doesn't mean that he had a great performance or I'm trying to support him. It just means stop fucking making him the scapegoat when it wasn't his fault. Look at what was fucking around him. One thing that I noticed in the game, that Mesut Ozil was constantly dropping deep. The reason why he had to drop deep is because he weren't going to get the ball. When Torreira and Xhaka are there, they're the first ones to release the ball. Ozil's got the space. He can create. But what was he doing yesterday? He was having to drop deep all the time because Mohamed El sideways and fucking Guendouzi were not passing the ball forward. They were not creative. So he was having to drop deep, which is not his game, which means he can't be as effective as what he can be. But that doesn't take away the fact that it wasn't a great performance. So he gets a 2 also. Up front as the main striker, Alexandre Lacazette played, and that was not a great performance. Work rate was there, but just nothing else. And to be honest, the creativity, did he get anything? Did he get supplied anything? No. But it was not a great performance, but for his work rate and the fact that he does actually try, I'll give him a 2 as well. Looking at the substitutes, Aaron Ramsey and Pierre Emerick Aubameyang. First of all, Aaron Ramsey looked dangerous when he come on. Actually looked like he was creating something. Looked like he was actually trying. Should have scored at the start of the second half, but it just wasn't to be. But Aaron Ramsey, he'll get a 5. So the next one, like I said, was Aubameyang. And what did he do when he was in the game? Not a lot, to be quite honest with you. Very ineffective. Not a great performance, to be honest. But it was very difficult for him to get in the game because, again, the creativity was just non-existent. Shite. So he gets a 3. The other substitute, can't even think off the top of my head who the hell it was now. But yeah, Iwobi. Do you know what? Actually, no. Iwobi. When he came on, he looked dangerous. He looked dangerous and he was actually trying to create things. So for his cameo appearance, I'll give him a 5 actually. And he can, you know, hold his head up. He actually done well when he come on. So fair play to Alex Iwobi. Going to move to the manager's rating, Unai Emery. And he got it completely and utterly wrong yesterday. The team selection was absolutely dreadful. Do not ever put El Nene and Guendouzi as a centre midfield pairing ever again in your life. That was shocking. We can praise the man when he gets it right. We can criticise him when he gets it wrong. Yesterday, completely and utterly wrong. And it cost us big time. So Unai Emery, he gets a 1. Simple as that. So there we go. That is the player ratings for yesterday's game against Everton. As you can see, even 24 hours later, I'm still pissed off and I'm still not happy about it. Such an abject bullshit performance. And it winds me up that they don't put anything in. It just looks no heart. That's what it looks like to me. Only Goulburn Leno can hold his head up high from the starting 11. And maybe Aaron Ramsey and Alex Iwobi in terms of the substitutes. So there we go. In terms of content, there's going to be some more coming out over the coming days, which is my players that we're looking to sign in the summer. And my word, do I hope we fucking sign some of these because we need them. There'll be a preview to the Napoli game before Thursday. Then there'll be a player ratings after the game. Hopefully I can do it outside the Emirates again. Wait and see. We'll see what I get up to this time. And then, of course, we're going to be going to the game against Watford. So, yeah, until the videos come in this week, I'll see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.